Hi, Jonathan here from Juice and Blend. Today we're going to give the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer the Juice and Blend test. We have a series of ingredients here that we've pre-weighed and measured. I'm going to put those through the machine and then measure the results at the end. So let's just get started. I'm going to turn the machine on and we'll start off with the cucumber. I'll put a couple of pieces of cucumber through and then I'm going to alternate my ingredients and put some celery through. I'll put a piece of orange, apple. Remember not to put the food through too quickly. Make sure you give it time to actually get going. Just open up the drip cap there. We've got pulp coming through, which is a good sign that things are moving through the machine. We'll put some carrot through because carrot's very good at pushing through the produce. Then we'll put a little bit of pineapple. It is important to make sure you do alternate your produce and don't just put all of the same things in at once, because the different textures in the produce do help the machine feed through better. If you've got a nice paste coming of the pulp coming through the ejection port like this, then that's a great sign that things are working. It is important to note that it doesn't always travel this quickly, but as long as it's moving, it means it's still working. So we're just going to go ahead and put through all of this produce, and put through some more celery, a little bit of carrot. It's important to follow leafy greens with something harder like an apple maybe, or a piece of carrot, just to help push them through. Got pieces of orange here. I'll put some beetroot through. The beetroot is quite a hard produce to put through, so maybe follow that with maybe a carrot. Just put the pineapple and apple. I always try and save a piece of carrot for the last piece to go through, so it does just help everything go through and clear out the auger. So we'll just put through the last piece of carrots and then we'll give it a few minutes. Now, if you did notice, I didn't use the pusher once at all then. I try and prepare the produce in a way that I can feed it through and it just falls into the machine. And the machine, as you can see, has had no problem going through the produce, and I didn't have to use the pusher once. That's your aim. If you can do that, then you're feeding it nicely. Occasionally you still have to use the pusher, but it's not required if you're 90% of the time doing it properly. Now, it is also important to note that while the pulp is moving in the ejection port, the machine is still juicing. So you can see we've still got pulp coming through here. We've got drips coming through. So we'll just give the machine a couple more seconds to get the most out of the yield. And it is slowing down now, so we might just stop it there. If you want to be sure, you can actually just put the machine in reverse for a few seconds. Give it a second to stop and then put it back into forward. And just make sure there's nothing still in the auger that got caught. The reverse just moves it around, and then when you put it back into forwards, it moves again. So we'll just close the drip cover there. We'll get the produce that we have. We'll tare the machine. This is going to weigh in mils, so it's on 0. We'll just pour it off. And it looks like we have 432 milliliters. So there you go. So the Kuvings Whole Slow Juicer in the Juice and Blend test with our standard pre-weighed ingredients produces 432 milliliters. Now, I do hope you've enjoyed the video and found it valuable. If you have any comments, please leave them below. And remember to juice and blend your way to a healthy life.